All right, and our last guest of our NFC Now pod for this week is the man. The man off of a huge victory. Jesse Wable said it was the submission of the night, and then he reneged and he gave it to the heavyweights because not all heavyweights are caught in triangle chokes, man. But it was still a hell of a rear naked choke that you put Ryan Kimbo in, man. That was in some people's eyes, a big upset victory. We got our man Trace Harper. Trace, what up?
What's up, brother? Can you hear me good?
Clear. You probably sound better than me, man. I got a big echo going on, bro. You can hear me good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your lighting improved a hell of a lot from last week to this week.
I'm glad. I'm at the gym today, so I'm glad.
That's what's up, man. Good to see you, bro. How's it feel the Monday after getting a big victory in front of your crowd?
Feels awesome, man. Feels good. That helped motivate me a little more going into this week of training.
Really? In what way?
I don't know. A lot of people didn't think I was going to win that fight, so it just feels good to go out there, beat him, and then get back to training better. And it showed me that all the hard work I put in is worth it. You know, working.
Who were the people that said you weren't going to win that fight?
Bro, I had people within fighters coming in, just be not you, just like other fighters.
I didn't think you were going to win. I'll be honest. I thought Kimbo was going to win. That's 100% honest.
Hey, you had every reason to believe that, man. He's a stud, man. He went out there and knocked 3 people out. But I knew that last guy he fought doesn't know how to fight. So it's easy to look good when you're knocking out people who don't know how to fight that well. So I knew I was going to be different than his past opponents.
Let's talk about the game plan going in, bro. Like, what was the mindset walking into the fight again? You know, Kimbro's striking was definitely on display within all of his fights, man. What was your mindset, and what did you and Coach Chad train?
So the plan was to go in there and just wrestle him in the first round and get his arms full of blood to take some away that power. And then in the second round, actually, exploit my striking on him and bring the striking to him. But when I took him down that first round, I just felt nothing. Like he didn't feel that strong. I thought his jiu-jitsu was going to be a little bit better than it was. So once I realized where he was at grappling-wise, I was like, that's where I have to take the fight. And I took it right there again, got the win.
Indeed, man. Again, that was a big victory, man, in front of an amazing crowd. As soon as the fight was over, man, you showed a lot of emotions. And we spoke following the fight in the cage, man. You shouted out your mom per usual, man. How did it feel to, put on that performance in front of her again?
That's one of the reasons I do this, just to make that woman smile. So seeing her smile, seeing her happy, that means the world to me.
Dad was there in the cowboy hat and the shirt and the boots, man. I know he's proud of you, man. What did he say? What was the conversation like afterwards?
He was proud, man. He sees the work I'm putting in. And also, he was just a proud dad at the time.
We had Jesse on earlier. He said that another fight was made. Were you able to hear what Jesse said in regards to TJ Spires?
Yep. Yeah. He said fight Quincy Evans.
Yeah, that's what I heard, man. What were your thoughts about that?
Hey, it makes no difference to me. I mean, I wanted to fight TJ immediately after. Remember, David talked to Ryan Kimbo about fighting him in November. Which, by the way, I was looking at you the whole time like, nah, he's not gonna be fighting TJ. It's gonna be me. But once I saw that got booked, I was like, it's whatever. It's good though because I can just continue to train and continue to work on my grappling, and then fight the winner of that.
And like Jesse said, it's all about timing. When we plan a show out every 5 or 6 weeks, it's difficult to plan for things. And with it being the Jesse Wable Amateur Series and him getting a good financial chunk of it, I think he gets worried at times. And he made the fight last week because both guys were bugging him. I didn't even know about it until I looked on our shared Google spreadsheet this morning and questioned him before I had you on. But it made sense, and it puts you that you get a little bit of time off right now, and then probably do you guys in January or something like that.
Yeah, and I get to TJ. I get to see more of what he is as what he has as a fighter. Not a lot of footage out there of him to watch, so I look forward to studying.
What did you think of his idea of maybe having you there cage side and you being a commentator for that fight?
Oh, I didn't hear about that, but that sounds awesome.
Maybe come inside the cage afterwards, square up everybody and kind of just, set the platform. Because as David said last time, that was a title eliminator fight.
Yeah, I would love that. I'd love for both of them to see how big I am in person. So I'd love that.
That's what stood out to me, man, when I saw you a couple times the past week. I was like, yo, my man started putting on a little weight, man. And you were just as big as Ryan Kimbo. I thought Kimbo was a big 55er. Mm-hmm. You were a big 55er, man.
Sir, yes, sir. He felt it as well.
What do you weigh now? What are you back up to?
Back up to 170. Either way,
too bad.
Yes, sir.
Was it because of your meal at Waffle House afterwards, bro? What'd you order?
Absolutely, man. I got 2 waffles and a cherry Coke.
Is that typical, man? Because I went through your Instagram feed, man. It seems like after all your fights, you go to Waffle House. Is that something that you do?
Yeah, man. That Waffle House, I go to that Waffle House after every fight. I've done that since the J-Lon fight. Every waffle, I go to that same because it's right there off the exit where I live. So I hit that same one every time.
Win or loss?
Win or loss, man.
So you're 3-2 now. Have you thought about going pro now that you do have 5 fights? You could go pro if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You're going to wait around and do that last amateur title fight?
Basically, yeah. I want the amateur belt to wrap up my amateur career.
Makes sense.
When you talk about making that jump from amateur to professional, what areas do you think you need to improve on in order to be in the best professional possible to set your career up?
That would definitely be my wrestling. I know you guys haven't seen it, but I'm really a striker. Like, striking is really my forte. So it would definitely be my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu.
Are you looking to face somebody who can test you in that, or are you more or less just looking to just train that while you're at independent MMA?
A little bit, yeah. I'm hoping someone eventually stop the takedown. Not hoping. If I can keep taking people down, I want to do that. But I know eventually I am going to fight a guy that's going to stop the takedown, and then I'm going to have to use these hands.
For sure, man. You looked amazing this past fight, man, and I really just appreciated just having the time to like just talk to you, man, and just like get to know who Trace Harper was a little bit more. Now, just moving forward, like, what do you do outside of throwing fists and wrestling and training, bro? You said you're 20 years old. Like, what does that look like your day to day?
Man, I'm pursuing this full time. I'm trying to make this my 9 to 5, man. I'm in the gym every day, twice a day. I'm at Top Team. I'm at Independent. I'm at X3. I'm lifting weights. I'm doing everything I can to get to that pro level and take off.
Why? Why do you fight?
Because we talked a little bit about it. I used to be a bitch, and I never want to feel like that again. You know, fighting has given me confidence. It's changed my life, and you know, I love it, man. I love the violence. I love the idea of just, you know, because in here we got to take it easy on each other and, you know, take care of our training partners. But being able to go in there and just like let ourselves loose and just go after each other, I enjoy it. I love it.
You mentioned that confidence aspect, man. Like after choking out a Ryan Kimbo, man, what is your confidence at right now?
It's a lot higher, but I mean, I really did believe that was going to happen. Like I wasn't like, I was happy, but I knew like he didn't fight nobody, you know? But it does help going into a fight with TJ Spires, who is a grappler. So it does help with my confidence grappling wise.
What did you think of the venue Monday Night Brewing? I think that was your first time there, compared to the other venues you fought for us at.
I liked it. It was badass. The pizza was cool. The chandeliers was cool. The only thing that sucked was our feet, man. Our feet got so dirty from the warehouse, man. Oh, dude, I had to wash my feet so many times. But other than that, it was a great venue, cool place.
It's funny because I did see a lot of guys walking around backstage barefooted before the fight, after the fight, walking throughout the chandelier part of the venue, not just backstage, but walking through the chandelier part of the venue with no shoes or flip-flops on. And I'm sitting there thinking, what are these guys doing? Like, there could be anything on the floor anywhere.
Yeah.
You guys got to learn to wear shoes when you're not on the match backstage or not fighting.
Yeah. What would you say?
I said you guys got to learn to wear shoes or flip-flops when you're not on the match training backstage or in the cage. Like, outside of the cage, you guys need to wear, you know, there could be broken glass or anything anywhere.
Yo, your feet were so black in the cage. I was like, ooh. I was in the cage. I was like, ooh.
Bro, my knees, because I was shooting on the mats. I was shooting takedowns, and my knees were black. My feet were black. It was crazy.
And just on a as you continue to grow as a professional mixed martial artist, having an opportunity to talk to media, because this is like media obligations, and as you continue to progress in your career, I'm sure you want an opportunity to talk to those like Ariel and Brett Okamoto and some of those other MMA journalists, man. Just having the opportunity to be on NFC Now, what does that do for you?
Oh man, it means the world to me, man. It's so cool, man. Like I feel like I'm going where I want to be, where the pros are doing, man. Like having someone talk to me and care about my martial arts, that's cool. That's super awesome, man. And big shout out to you, Julien. You know, fucking you out here, you making it happen, man. You interviewing the fighters, you know what I'm saying? All the respect to you, brother.
Hey man, bro, just thank you for just being like just open to just tell your story, bro, and appreciating it, bro. You know we appreciate you, man. Just as the man that you are, we appreciate your family, bro. Before we part ways today, man, we want your final thoughts, man. What you want to leave the NFC community with?
I want to leave the NFC with a big thank you to David, man. Again, you guys are awesome, man. What you guys do, without y'all, this would all be illegal. So thank you for everything you do, man. You guys are seriously awesome. You give us a platform. You give us something to do. You funnel fighters into the UFC. You change people's lives, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you, guys.
And where are you at right now, out of curiosity?
I'm at Independent MMA.
So every fighter we interview in the future needs to come to that same room with the same lighting that you're in right now.
Shoot, we need to be in that room right now. What you mean? We need to be where he is.
I couldn't even see Cam and Austin a minute ago on camera, but you're bright as hell.
I'm glad. Good.
Hey, Trace, bro, we appreciate your time, man. Be blessed, bro. Tell the fan we said hello, and we can't wait to watch you compete for the NFC 155-pound belt next time you step into the cage, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Peace out, man.
Later.